Just tuning in, you are watching the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase, an all-women and femme charity talent event running from August 21st until August 24th, benefiting CARE. The Super Showcase features a bunch of talented women sharing games they love and other gaming-adjacent showcases. Make sure to tune in throughout the weekend and tell your friends. You can check out the schedule for the entire weekend with !schedule in chat so that you know what's going on. But you don't need the schedule for the next one because it's on screen right now, and we're about to see it. So I'm actually going to pass this off to the next showcase, which is all set up. So Satan herself, I'll pass this off to you with a quick question. You like jazz?
What do you think? We've got Jazzpunk up on screen right now. I think I might like a little bit of jazz. Hello, everybody. My name is Satan Herself, or Satanism Herself on Twitch. I am here to show you Jazzpunk's Special Agent tonight, which is a very special category. We'll get into what that means in just a sec. But first, can my esteemed commentator please introduce himself?
Hello, my name is Ozmourn. I'm a speedrunner of this game as well. I also speedrun the specific category that Satan is going to be running for us today. It's an amazing category, and I'll let Satan explain exactly what it is. Don't want to take away the thunder there.
Yes, absolutely. So, Special Agent is basically a custom category. It is essentially a mix between any percent and 100%, because any percent is super cool, but it's doesn't really get a lot of what Jazzpunk is really known for. It's, you know, funny jokes, it's good japes and bits, and a lot of it's good speed tech as well. We miss when we do any percent. But 100% is a slog. It's just not a lot of fun. You have to do some pretty grueling things. So, we made a sort of hybrid category called Special Agent, which includes a lot of the best jokes and a lot of the best speed stuff that the game has to offer. And we also made it, well, by we, I mean Ozmourn, made the same kind of category, but for our DLC, which we will be playing. Thank you all so much for your donations right after the run. So y'all are going to get to see a lot of what this game has to offer tonight. But we're not done with the incentives. We have one more bid war that is open for the entirety of the main run, pretty much, up until almost the exact end, and that is to either free the director or do some crocification. Now, crocification I know is in the lead by quite a little bit, but I promise you, free the director doesn't sound as funny. It's funnier. So, if you'd like to see the funnier option, or if you'd just like to keep crocification in the lead because that's just a great word, you can go ahead and donate to CARE, and as well add that to our Sonic incentive as well, which I'm sure Spef can tell you all about in a little bit. But I am going to go ahead and start the run here in a little bit. The timer will start when I click into Darlington Station, so Oz, would you like to give us a countdown?
I would love to give you a countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, so right off the timing begins right then and there. Satan is going to talk to the box, and the box will talk back. Don't worry about it. We're going to do that 2 more times throughout the run. Essentially, this category specifically is what if we took 100% and then took all the things we didn't like about it and then turned it into this run. And starting off, we're going to have a pretty hard out of bounds sequence where Satan will drop all the way down until she sees a little dot right on the screen there, and then lands on the dot, and surprise, the dot is a pill bottle. The pill bottle, essentially the way that works is a bottle of missional. You're supposed to activate a cutscene, then talk to the director while the cutscene is playing, and then at the end of the cutscene, the pill bottle will appear in the room, and you're supposed to drink it and it'll lead you to the next level. But the way that the game handles that is that it just puts the pill bottle underneath the level and then teleports it up when it needs it, and so you can just grab it yourself right then and there. Now,
yeah, so that's the hardest trick in the game, and we do it right at the beginning, which is nice and convenient. This is also much harder than it looks. We're going to play some Frogger with an NB Frog, as I like to call them. You have to do a very precise sequence of movements there. You can only mess up like once or twice, really, and be safe. Luckily, we got it first try. If you miss it first try, honestly, I swear it's harder to get the subsequent tries. So, always relieved when I get that first try.
Frogger. There's disgusting interplay in Frogger. I hate it.
Yeah, it is awful, but we're out. We're out. We don't have to worry about it anymore. We got passwords. We're good. We also sealed the letter, and then we're gonna go do another funny thing with the pill bottle. Oz, do you want to explain this one?
Yeah, so this is the pill bottle launch. You're gonna get launched with the pill bottle. It's pretty much self-explanatory, right? That's perfect, actually. That was probably the best that could have done. So the way that pill bottle launch works is that Essentially, when you land on top of an object and then grab the object from underneath you, it can launch you. You can do this with other items in the game. It's just that it's most consistent with the pill bottle right then and there. Depending on where you grab it and how high you are on the item itself, that'll determine like the length and also heights you get from the launch. And so right where Satan did it was pretty much exactly where you want to have it happen every single time. We're gonna make a brief phone call here.
Don't worry about what those numbers spell.
And I'm going to use this degaussing device to not only get rid of all the secret agents that are hiding in trees, but also we're going to use it to get rid of a lot of the
carrier frequency pigeons. Another one of my favorite jokes in this game.
The carrier frequency pigeons are a very funny joke in this game. And once we get the carrier frequency pigeons, we are to get their pheromones that they and then spray them on people, and then the people will get taken away by more pigeons. These are normal series of events. So yeah, as you can see, birds are canonically not real in this universe, but also we're a robot, so like don't think about it too much.
We're kind of an agender robot guy person. It's hard to determine what's going on with Holly Blank, who is the protagonist of this game. We're going to save load to skip this cutscene here, and also we're going to do a nice little glitch here as long as it cooperates with me, where I will jump onto here and then do a small jump this way. Yeah. This one is finicky.
It is finicky, so you simply have to like lodge yourself a little bit outside of the fence while also being in range of the button, and then you can leave the elevator. And then once you save
warp up by save loading.
Yes. We're gonna play a little bit of a game here. Just getting rid of these germs. There you go. Perfect.
You click with E there to be able to shoot as fast as possible. Pretty fun.
And now we're doing the actual plot. We were supposed to invade the Soviet console and also steal a piece of data that's in this computer right here. And this is the only part of the run that's actually relevant to the plot itself. Satan did about 15 different things that have nothing to do with the plot at all. We just wanted to do that for the sake of the achievements and grabbing them.
We love Special Agent.
Yeah, we love Special Agent. And you can also, there's a bit of a fast route there where you can grab the trash chute as you're sliding towards it so you don't hit the wall. It's not as inconsistent as one might think, but it's still pretty hard to get.
Yep. And then here's our first cutscene. So that was a lot, by the way, in 4 minutes. This game is very front-loaded in terms of its very hard tricks. There's a lot going on in this run all throughout, but all of that is very precise, very difficult, and there's a little bit of randomness in there too. That was one of my better Soviet consulates, I will say, so I'm pretty happy with that showing. But we're going to go on to Ikiyaki Alley here, and our director is telling us that we need to go get a kidney from who will turn out to be a very nice cowboy. And bring it back because it's worth 25 billion yen, which is kind of a lot. So first we're going to save load to skip this cutscene once it comes up. We do have loads removed on the official boards for this game because loads can be inconsistent between machines. And then we're going to do more of that box talking that Oz was talking about earlier. And then we're going to go into a room with some flies. Oz, do you want to explain fly cycles real quick?
Yeah, the flies start on a universal cycle that starts the moment that you enter the level. And so depending on how fast you get, it'll depend on what cycle you get to the room. It'll depend on how fast the cycle will be. And so you got to be careful and also be very quick with your movement up to the room so that the flies will be in the same spot every single time. All you have to do is kill the 3 flies, and I think that you should get automatic world record if you can kill all 3 of the flies without breaking any base.
That would be awesome. Also, recently our friend Mango did discover a new shot that made that timing completely different to how it was before, so that's why it looked a little rough there. We can explain a little bit more about that later, but for now we have to collect some spiders, because we have to scare a guy to be able to get a pufferfish, to be able to poison our cowboy, to be able to get the kidney. Did that all make sense? I hope it all made sense. This game is wacky and hilarious in the best way possible, and I'm really happy that we have Special Agent because it lets us get to experience all of it fully.
Yeah, it really does. You only need 5 spiders, but we get 8 for the achievement. And so we're gonna give this cowboy food poisoning and get his 25 billion yen liver out of him. It's going to be very stomach-shaped liver, but you don't have to worry about that. And I did just do the math on Google here. That is $170 million, give or take. How expensive
A lot.
is liver is. And so
We can get like close to that for care, right? I feel
Yeah.
like.
I think we can.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
easy.
I think someone
Speaking
should
of
donate
spef, how's our bid
$170 million right now.
Okay, maybe
How much would a banana
yeah.
cost? $170 million? For our bid war,
Exactly.
crockification is still in the lead, and I'm still accepting wrong answers only for what is crockification. So, donations in if you want to see what is claimed to be the funnier option of freeing the director.
What do you say, Blanks? Will you do one old-timey one?
I promise, it's funnier. If we get free, you will see why. Crockification is great and wonderful, but free is wonderful, because it is the option most people wouldn't pick, and then it is funnier. So, get that in the lead. I would love to see that. And then at the same time, apply your donation towards the open incentive for Sonic as well. So here we're going to go ahead and hunt some things called replicants, which look like regular old NPCs, but they're actually not. And the chief is telling us to quote-unquote retire them. And if you know what that's lingo for, you know that that means dead meat. But we're actually going to just throw them a nice retirement party.
Yeah, this particular section
So, this is why we need Special Agent.
Exactly.
Continue.
This particular section is actually a little annoying. If A, you are too far away from them, and B, you do not have their crosshair on their person, the image will not work. If you don't have your crosshair on them, no matter how close you are, it will not count as like a proper image. And if you're not close enough to them, it won't count as an image either. So I've had unfortunate time losses to both of those things because the animation for the void cough machine is very long, and I don't like it. So if you can avoid accidentally using it once, then please do.
Yeah, sometimes the NPCs will actually block the way into this little thing. It's very annoying when they do that. That's one of the only instances of RNG up until the mid-game, where we have a very large instance of RNG. This is a very low RNG section run except for that. So y'all will see when that happens. It's yeah.
This is my favorite
for your
joke.
badge. Yeah, this is the best joke.
And
Your other gun. And your other badge. Your badge gun. And your gun badge.
Get the hell out of.
I do appreciate how the gun badge.
office.
I do appreciate how the gun badge is just a normal badge, and I will not comment on that further.
Yes.
But now we have to rob a bank.
Yeah,
You know,
this is the
cyberpunk
Blade
world.
Runner reference in a in a game full of references. This is the Blade Runner reference. We're gonna talk to these cyber ladies. They might be arcaders, who knows?
Let's go rob that bank.
Thank you for censoring yourself, Cassette. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Luckily, the game censors itself, so it's okay for marathons. It's very funny. I'm seeing in chat badge gun versus gun badge, $5 dono train. Get multiple bid wars up in here. I like that idea. Let's do it.
So I want everyone in chat and also Spef here in the call to guess, how do you think we're supposed to rob a bank with sneezeware?
I feel like there's a question that has to be answered first on sneezeware, you know?
Yeah. What is that?
There's
What
some
question do you have?
clarification, that you need. I think my best guess is get everyone in the bank to sneeze all at the same time, and in the exact moment when everyone closes their eyes when they sneeze, because you can't sneeze with your eyes open, is when you get into the bank and rob it and get out.
That would be so funny.
That
actually.
sounds like Jazzpunk, but here's the actual answer. We're infecting everyone with a virus.
I thought you were just
Because they're all
clubbing them
robots.
on the head with the
Now that would also
like,
be really funny and very Jazzpunk.
We're
You get
also
the
sneezing on
spirit.
the
You get the
security
spirit.
system.
The security system gets a virus too, and that's how we open it. She's fine. Don't worry about
I
it.
had a crush on her. Just grab the cat or roll off the guard.
Yep, it's a commentary on how reliant we are on technology. You know?
Exactly. And the
Yeah.
the sneeze gun can not only sneeze, it can also sniff for saving up all the money.
Oh no,
She's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I love when we can suck up the guy. Yay! This
I
sucks.
do wanna mention.
And I got launched.
Yeah,
Okay.
That happens every now and again. I do want to mention there is a skip that skips that starts from the moment you construct the sneeze gun and skips all of like to this point where you get into the car. The car works the same way as the pill bottle at the beginning of the game, where it goes underneath the level and gets teleported up when it's needed. The only thing about it is that the method for getting to the car under the level, if you mess it up once, you do soft lock, and you like it's not like the original, because for some reason in that specific area you cannot save and load, and so you will soft lock if you mess it up once. So we don't do it in marathon.
So there I just alt-tabbed out of the game to be able to skip that dialogue. That is the new thing that Mango found recently that actually changes our cycle at the beginning, because we had a different way to skip that cutscene, but it cost us a lot of time beforehand, so now we just do this. We can also skip some dialogue in this as well with the same thing, which unfortunately means we don't get to hear Psychomaniac's voice dialogue as much as we did before, but does fortunately mean that we can avoid a sense of source of RNG and make the run faster.
An escaped mental loop.
It is nice because all the voice lines in this area, both from the announcer and also from Psychomaniac here. What's Satan just did right now is that you have different moves you can do towards Psychomaniac here. You just spam your mouse button and the moves that come out, they'll be random. But the move you're trying to get is to lift him over the air. You can actually lift him in two different ways, a vertical way and a horizontal way. You want him to be lifted up in the horizontal way so that when you pick up the gloves, he stays in the air and then you can punch his hitbox that is slightly above you. If you pick him up the vertical way, you will not be able to hit his hitbox. So you want to have that happen as soon as possible. So that's technically also RNG, but it's the variation on that RNG is so little that it doesn't have too much time loss. And so, but thankfully it happened really, really quickly. You can also
Gold, by the way.
Nice. You can grab that.
We're ahead.
Nice.
Now, of
Unfortunately,
course,
that could
this
change
game has,
drastically.
Yeah, it changed a lot in this next session, but still, I'm very, very happy with that so far. That was a really solid temple. Yeah, getting the instant hold where he goes sideways so that you can do the glove glitch is really big. So very, very happy I was able to show that off, and that I didn't have to, like, punch him normally. It's really slow and annoying. We can't hit him with a chair in that fight, by the way, for some reason. I don't know why that is, but it's a good wrestling homage. And now we're gonna go on a vacation because we look so stressed. So the director's gonna be like, please go relax. And we're like, okay. So we go to Kaitak Resort. Unfortunately, we can't go around the map and look at all the funny jokes. You should buy this game for yourself so you can see them. But now we're here at Kaitak Resort, and you know what my favorite thing to do is right when I get on vacation, right when I, arrive at the sunny, beautiful place that I'm hanging out is...
Is it beat up a car?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, me too!
Yeah.
Wow, we have so much in common. This is
Oh
incredible.
my god. Anyway, we're gonna beat up a car.
Honda.
Yeah.
Bye.
The way that this fight works is that you can't just be willy-nilly hitting the car. You have to like damage all the individual pieces until the pieces break, and that's how you get damage to the car. If you hit a spot that's already damaged, it won't do anything. Now, you do have the roundhouse kick that you want him to not do as much as possible because it does lose time. Because for the most part, your hits don't have that much variation in damage. The roundhouse kick does do a little bit more damage, but not enough to really be like a huge time saver over the time loss you get from having it happen.
And now we are about to go into said RNG section. Welcome to Wedding Quake.
Wedding Quake, yeah. It's called Wedding Cake, but it's supposed to be a spoof on Quake 2 specifically, and so we call it Wedding Quake. So this particular section is the heaviest RNG portion you can run. You can abuse multiplayer in a few different maps here, particularly because the game doesn't care who you take out, who you kill, as long as you kill like someone. You're able to you know, get a point, and you have to get at least 5 points in order to, or you have to get 5 kills in order to win the game. The main weapon that you want to try and get is the Rose Gun. The Rose Gun is an explosive that travels pretty far and also can kill multiple people at a time, and so that's why it's the best weapon here. But of course, if you get a bad
Please, yes.
close to the Rose Gun, you can also use the cork bottle, or the champagne bottle, which the cork does most of the time, do a one-hit KO. So in this particular level, the strat here is to go into 2-player mode, and then...
Oh good, I'm immortal. That's new.
Oh, look at that. Pressing J, essentially, teleports you back to the second player in the map, and then you can use, for some reason it spawns you in with a jar of spiders, which is a one-hit KO. That's the same thing that's going to happen in this third map. You can just immediately do that, but also teleporting back to your partner while they're dead, and using the time that it takes for them to respawn in order to find another person to kill does speed that up a little bit. It's not always possible, especially if you get pretty out-of-the-way spawns, particularly because this map has a lot of different hidden areas, and so that might not be feasible some of the time, but it's the most optimal you can have it happen.
Welcome.
Okay, let's see how much the game loves you on this spawn.
Select battle.
Yeah, let's see.
Fight.
Okay, an okay amount.
That's an okay amount. That's like the second best spawn you could have gotten.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I'm not mad about that.
Good. Yeah, just hopefully we don't die here because it'll respawn us in a different location if we do. So this is the gravy boat. The gravy boat works. It's just a sneaky missile that you get. What did I just say, Satan? What did I just say? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, now I gave you the worst spawn. Okay.
I was punished hard.
Yeah. So yeah, the gravy boat, you can just aim wherever you want to and take on any enemies. It also is an explosive, so you can take on multiple enemies at a time. The strat here is to, for the most part, let the enemies come to you. If you can somehow figure out where the enemies are and keep them out before the missile explodes by itself, then that's also a strat you can do, but it's not the most consistent.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes.
The reason I was rushing before is because we were in heavy PV pace. So, you know, I wanted to, like, do that. But that's okay.
Yeah, there we go. Oh.
That's what this is.
How many kills
this run is like,
have you gotten?
This is my 5th.
Okay, it feels like you've gotten way more kills than that for some reason.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. Oh well.
Okay, the match we've had. This is a map that only unlocks if you've beaten the game once, so you do need to beat this game once to successfully play this category. And this is the
I think this is still PV possible if I get a really good bachelor pattern, but I would need a really good bachelor pattern.
It's not a great spawn. It's not the worst spawn you could have gotten, but it's not the great one either. You can spawn right here next to where the graveyard is. This particular section, you need to be careful because based on where Satan is standing,
I knew it.
There's a spawn point to her left and also a spawn point to her right. Oh, well, you're a little closer.
Yeah, no, this is a good one.
This is a decent one. But there's a spawn point that literally is like right behind the pool, like right behind the jacuzzi that has the graveyard in it. And you want to be careful here, particularly because most of the enemies have torch bottles like that. That is a one-hit KO for the most part, especially if they're really close to you.
Yeah, not PB possible anymore, but that was a really, really good run leading up to that, and we had some good moves in there, so I'm pretty happy with that.
It was really good, yeah. And the other annoying thing about Wedding Quake is that all the enemies spawn with weapons while you have to go and find a weapon, which is annoying. And now we're going to go through some wormholes.
As you do.
And this is a quick reminder that we don't have a lot of time left on the bid war for free or Crocked by the Director. So this is the last chance for any donations, ! Donate towards that incentive. And while you're at it, you can also put those donations towards the Sonic TV box.
It's true.
That's right. That's right. I think we have about, I would wager to say 13 more minutes for that bid war, which is not very much. So if you would like to get the free, the director option, which is funnier, I promise, you should donate now towards care.
You got spam.
So here we're doing some exhuming, finding treasures on the beach. It is harder than it looks, and I actually had a pretty good first couple of objects there, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, these objects are in the same place every single time, so as long as you find a lineup for it,
They
it
are.
should be consistent. and a lot
But
of
it's still a
really nice
little bit harder than it looks because it's pretty precise for some of them.
Yeah, that's true. The chests. And then the last item is up here. Oh, yeah, this one's another one that I usually have difficulties with. And now we're gonna
Yeah,
go
I
back
have
home.
a visual cue for that, but it doesn't always work perfectly.
Make haste, Polly Blank. Make haste. I think I just saw Isaac Newton.
And yet we're back with Diet, Sherlock, and Watson.
These are most undignified circumstances. Come now, into the portal.
Also, chat, if you'd like a thing to donate with, I would love to hear about your favorite 2010s indie games. This is, you know, one of
Oh
mine.
my god. It appears
It's a
this
good
time-
indie game. It's a great indie game. It's an amazing game.
It truly is.
And so we're gonna.
Or does
There's
any
a
indie
achievement
game.
here for breaking your neck instead of landing into the pool. And also you can open up this pizza box at the same time because we're gonna go into Pizza Cabin. You've heard of Pizza Hut?
Evil
now.
Dead 2 reference. Yay.
It's true. Very much is. And
So not like a ton happening here, but we do need to touch some. I say that and then I'm looking at my screen. There's actually a lot happening here. Just, you know, not as much in the way of speedrunning. But there's going to be 3 guys who come up on the front here. You have to slash each of them 3 times to be able to defeat them. Head twice, body once. Hello. Sometimes they're really weird. And you have to
yeah, and
go
then
back
also
for
the enemies that you like came into contact with before those 3 can get in the mix, and you have to kill those 3 in front of the door specifically in order to get past them. And so, anyway, we're gonna save this man who's definitely already dead from drowning in the pool because his
That was
girlfriend is
new.
right there. No, that's good. So it's a bit of
2
a
new
jump
things
here.
this run. Becoming immortal in one of the Wedding Quake things was not planned. I'll just say that. And neither was that. I got a weird launch off of the guy that I've never experienced before, so that kind
Oh,
of
I've
threw me
had
off.
that.
It was
I've
really
had that
cool.
before. It happens every now and again.
I'm sure you have, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Oz is a very seasoned runner of this game, very talented.
Thank you, thank you. And
Fourth
so
floor is the most
based on
luxurious, by the way.
yes. The bellhop who has the ticket to your room, it goes on a global type from the moment you enter the level, load back into the level, and so depending on how fast you are with the rest of the level, that's where he will be. Ideally, he should be right in front of the door. This particular glitch right here, in this small moment that before the cutscene with the director starts, in which he calls you, you can move, and so if you save and load the save your position, then you can just keep moving again until the cutscene starts. And then if you put on the wig and makeup, it'll actually prevent you from being still in place. And so you can just walk around while this cutscene is happening. And while we have the makeup on, we can kiss 3 people with the lipstick that we just put on. And the game doesn't care how well you put your lipstick on. You can just put like a dot nowhere near your lips and it'll work. And this is our meeting with the editor, who is in no way, shape, or form gonna hurt us in any way, shape, or form in about 5 seconds. We totally trust him. And we need to kiss this guy right here.
I do love where the makeup is right now. The lipstick is, you know, more of a beauty mark. Oh no! Yeah, I love that glitch. I love being able to move in the cutscene and just having half of it be on the screen as you move. It's just so cool. This game has a lot of really cool speed tech, and part of Special Agent's aim is just to show all of it off. And I think that's, I mean, that's an any percent one, but like, there's so much good stuff in Special Agent that you would never be able to find outside of that. The pill launch, for example, not a thing you do otherwise.
Exactly. So the main plot, we're now going back to the plot here. The editor, we woke up in his room and we were actually sneaking out, and we get a message underneath the door that tells us to like meet us underneath the pool because a conspiracy theorist is going to tell us like how to escape this place. And so what you saw Satan do right there was, we're going to go here, we're going to return our last video to Blockbuster because we're responsible like that. And then we don't have to talk to the theorist because what Satan just did right there is that she saved and load while she was still in the elevator. The game still thinks she's in the elevator right now. And so if she were to send the elevator up, she would actually move up with the elevator despite not being in it. And that does have a reverse effect where if you are in the elevator and you try to move it down, it can possibly clip you through the floor like that and enter into the loading zone of where the wet works is. Flashing lights warning for about like a minute. and then you'll be fine. But this is the bit room hell room. Also because there's just so many moving parts, it makes the bit rate go incredibly low. I'm sorry for how crunchy the stream is getting right now. But a lot of moving parts. This is how it goes. But yeah. Before we get into the final act, Spef, you got anything to say?
I feel like I'm in a fever dream.
You are.
And it isn't helping that for me it's very late, and so I'm like a little sleepy, and I'm just, whoa, what's going on here? This game is super interesting, and what'll make it more interesting is freeing the director, possibly, or even seeing some crockification, really doubling down on that. Again, last chance, donations in, ! Donate if you would like to donate towards freeing the director or crockification before we hit it in.
Yeah, no, we probably got about 5 more minutes on that bid war, a little bit more, maybe. I was autopiloting towards the beginning of the game there, Oscatel. But, yeah, you're gonna need to get those donations in right now. It's gonna be really, really funny if we get that option. Of course, both options are fantastic, that's why it's updated more. But, you know, free the director is loads of fun. So, yeah, you've got time to get that in right now. Donations towards care. And, we're learning that, unfortunately, our precious director and secretary, even though they look like they're here, those are cardboard cutouts. Oh. They were actually stolen by the editor, none other than the evil guy who we saw earlier. And we have to go to his bachelor pad in order to retrieve them. So first we're going to disguise ourselves as a little insect, you know, vaporizer guy. I couldn't think of the word for exterminator. But this guy's gonna call us the exterminator anyway, so we're good. We save load here, not only to skip dialogue, but also to make it so that all of these bugs sort of corral themselves about in the middle of the room here. Which is useful for us to be able to kill them. And then we have Fruit Ninja. Who loves Fruit Ninja? Yeah, 2010s. I love the 2010s. What a cool deck.
One is if you want to get the achievement, you do have to slice all 12 fruits. So if you mess it up, you do have to start it over.
Yes.
Which
this has killed a PP for me before.
Yeah, it has for me too. Satan likes to play it safe. I like to play it a little bit dangerously. And what I do in that particular area is that, like, I move my cursor and I just move it really rapidly back and forth from the bottom of the screen and then spam click so that every now and again I will slice a fruit before it even appears on the screen, which does work around 20% of the time.
Yeah, it does work, but it also does slightly make you more liable to miss if they do a low banana, which is always my fear. So I don't tend to do that. But, you know, yeah, she's fine. It's all good. So we grab this remote. We're gonna go ahead and get a smooch from a really pretty girl. That's so exciting. And, nope. It's the unhygienic
man.
Yes, indeed. And then they go blah, 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 blah.
Literally,
And
the
then...
name of the achievement is "Get a Kiss from an Unhygienic Man." That's the name of the achievement.
And now we get into this unfortunately unskippable cutscene. We would love to be able to skip this cutscene, but we
I
have not.
wouldn't. This is a great cutscene. What are you talking about?
I don't know, there's a grab there. Why would you want to skip this?
Kick you in. So good.
This is a
Remember,
beautiful
now's the last
cutscene.
time for donations towards this bid war. We've got maybe 3 minutes, 2 to 3, until that closes. So, 2 probably.
Okay, so the editor is about to challenge us to a game of sports, and I want everyone to guess what that means.
That's the overarching principle.
What is it that he is challenging us to? Spef?
They've taken some
Ideas?
Yes, please guess the game of sport in chat. What is he going to make us do?
In the right hands.
Considering he's holding a baseball bat, I'm guessing it's definitely not baseball.
Polyblank, I challenge you to
Water polo.
A game of sport. Should
It's
you be
mini golf.
victorious, I will free the director.
The answer is actually all of them.
As I won the dice
Every
roll on
sport.
stage, I'll go first. I guarantee you.
Yeah, he has a
There will be
football
one
helmet on,
hit
and he's
foul play.
using he's using the baseball bat as a golf club, and then he just cheats. So it's mad.
Yeah, no foul play there. It's all good.
Yeah. And then
Well
we
done.
use we use
Today.
I almost went with that one
use a
myself.
Q in order to
The consequences.
move our.
What is the katana doing? Another first. This game is incredible. I've never seen the katana be in the air like that. I've had it before, But,
Yeah,
oh,
sometimes you can keep
the
the
katana's
katana.
throwing me off.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 shot.
Yeah, you can save and load here. Saving and loading between the first and the second hole is the only one that really saves any time. There is a strat to get a hole in one in this particular section. It's really hard to do, and oftentimes trying to set it up loses more time than if you were to just do a second shot, unless you were like really like skilled in it. But it is what it is.
We're so back.
We're so back. Fantastic. Thank you so much for dealing with tech issues, y'all. Sorry, it's my internet. Call the people. You know how fun that is. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue the run in 3, 2, 1, go. Also, y'all should snipe that bid war. There is still a little bit of time, like literally 1 minute. Do it. Do it. Do it. Like 1 or 2 minutes.
As we were saying, the saving and loading again to skip the
Racket
first
used to be on my side
like
today.
cutscene only actually saves time in the first
Don't
hole
let it
to
get
the
you
second
down,
hole.
Point
The
Blank.
second hole to the third hole it doesn't, and now we're shooting up a soccer ball instead. We can save and load to skip this particular cutscene where the editor will have to walk upstairs, and then if we load again, he'll just appear up there. We can take either of the carts here to go from one rooftop to the other. The editor owns 3 rooftops, and we are going to do a wonderful little race here with the director. The game typically doesn't really care if you win or lose any of the challenges, but of course it's usually faster to win. And so we're going to be playing some Gravy Race 64, which is a reference to the hit Nintendo 64 title Wave Race 64, for any of the Wave Race 64 fans out there. But yeah, this particular Gravy boat is a lot more difficult to control than it looks. Particularly because Satan is exclusively using the arrow keys, or the WASD, in order to control it. There's no mouse movement involved here whatsoever. As long as you can keep tight corners and also just not touch anything and keep momentum, for the most part you should
It's
win.
a little bit more important to not touch anything and touch the ramp to get a decent time, but of course you want to take tight corners if you can. This is just very, difficult to do that in. So, first priority, second priority. Right now this is going alright. An okay Gravy Race, if I do say so myself. We haven't even seen our opponent, which is what you want.
Exactly. And touching anything in this game will slow you down dramatically, which is unfortunate. But that was a pretty good race. That was a really good race.
Yeah, sub 50. Yeah, I will take that. That was a solid Gravy Race. Good stuff.
You're not supposed
Actually a liquid one, more like. But anyway, we're going to get another kiss from our friend, the unhygienic man.
Yeah,
Merry
and he pushed her over in order to get that kiss. That's unfortunate.
It is, it is. I know, not allowing me to be gay. I'm sad. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and fight the director again in another game of sport, but this sport is Virtual Boy. Anybody remember the Virtual Boy? Well, it's back in all of its glory, and the director's gonna want us to play some volleyball in it, but we have another idea. Check this out.
I must warn you.
Yeah.
I'm
This is a really good
Matrix Maverick,
volleyball strat, by the
or
way.
some like to call me the video virtuoso.
Yeah, if you do this, you win every game.
Yeah.
Champion! So funny. One of my favorite jokes.
We cannot recommend that as a real life volleyball strat. Please don't
No,
do
we
that.
cannot.
I really need to calibrate this thing.
Do not reverse win. Another one of my favorite lines.
Yeah,
Darkest joke in the game. This is why we give it a gore warning.
If you would be
We're
so
gonna-
kind.
does anyone want a Bloody
And
Mary?
it gets worse.
Thirsty.
So, you might think the joke that I just made is gruesome, but the achievement is called Bloody Mary on the Rocks, where the woman wants a Bloody Mary on the rocks, and so you do that.
Another trick. You flatter me, Polyblack. You know about it.
And so, yeah,
I don't
we're just going to
deserve- I feel
inflate
like an
the
absolute
editor's
god.
ego here, and then just pop it.
And we will need that save the free the director, crocify that director bid war. We're going to need that. We're also going to go ahead and make this a marathon runnable run, because this run actually takes ... 26 hours.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't have it.
Yeah, it's tomorrow now.
Is ready for you.
What is the winner of the bid war?
The people have spoken. We will be crocifying the director.
All right. And that does exactly what it says.
Beautiful.
Exactly what it says on the tin. There it goes.
What did you expect?
It's only going to end one way.
Exactly. Now, of course, I don't want to leave chat hanging. Why is Free the Director funnier? Because it says Free the Director, it reveals that you're actually gatorifying him, and the exact same thing happens.
Yeah.
The illusion of choice.
Exactly,
Yeah,
it is
literally,
very
I was
much the
thinking
illusion of
exact
choice.
Same thing. So this is the credits sequence. We're coming up on time, in about a minute. So, yeah, this is a really good game. Big shout outs to the devs here. The rest of this run is just us moving to the end of the director's esophagus, down the esophagus into his stomach. There's a jungle here. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's pretty much the run.
Yeah, it's so much fun. This is just an absolutely fantastic game. As you can see, it is tons of fun to watch. It's tons of fun to play. It's a really fantastic speed game. Lots of good speed game tricks and all that. So I hope the chat really loved it. I had a fantastic time with all y'all today. And we have completed our endoscopy. And we're going to be talked to by the director through a, tape recording. And the time is going to happen as we eat the pills when he gives us some pills up here. So give it a sec, but time is going to come up really soon, and I'm seeing middle time is pretty good. A mid 37. I will take it. That's pretty good. If we had a better Kaitak, that was a PB contender as well. So that was a solid run. And there we go. That's time. GG. I see. I'm not convinced that this is a real game in chat. So real. Oz, any final shoutouts?
Yeah. Again, shoutouts to Satan for having me on this cast. Shoutouts to the community. If you want to see more of me or Satan, we're both doing ambassador streams for Vitals. We're raising money for a lot of fun there as well. And so we're gonna be doing that throughout the next week after LASS is over as well. And so if you want more content after LASS is over, you can see those. And so aside from that, that's all from me. You can also follow me on Blue Sky. I'm active there. But yeah, that's all for my shout out specifically. Also, shout out to the Mass Mango, who was supposed to be here, but unfortunately couldn't make it.
Yes, Mango is great. Our dear friend.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all for me.
Oh, by the way, if you would like to follow me on Twitch, I'm at SatanHerself on Twitch. I know, it's the worst. It's super confusing. But yes, if you'd like to follow me, that's where I am. I am indeed doing ambassador streams for Fatals in the next couple of days. We're going to be doing some Kaizo Platinum Ironmon and some Plants vs. Zombies. So yeah, come stop by. It's going to be lots of fun. I just generally stream a lot of cool stuff, I hope. Do a lot of speed games. This is the only platformer I run, so I always love showing it off at events because it's kind of the black sheep, but it's like really good. This is such a good game. If you have not bought this game, if you have not played it, please do. It's dirt cheap on Steam. It's amazing. You would support the devs who are making another game. I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us with their next game. But yeah, also, if you like satanic stuff, which hopefully you do, that's what our next game is entirely about. So stick around for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Lady Arcader Super Showcase, for having me, and thank you, Oz, for being on Couch.
We have like a whole other thing we need to do. Wait, we forgot about that part.
What? Oh, you're so
We met
right.
an incentive earlier.
We have more Jazzpunk, y'all!
The people also spoke for more Jazzpunk earlier.
Okay,
and thank
so
you to
the
everyone
reason-
for getting that in.
The reason that I did not remember this is because this is the first time we've ever shown this off in a marathon setting. So thank you for the first time, chat. I'm gonna need that 10-minute timer. Y'all have got it. Amazing. Thank you, Tech. And we're gonna start the timer as soon as I click Flavor Nexus. So, Ozmourn, count us down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so the Flavor Nexus is a very brief. It's free DLC. If you already own the game, you don't have to buy the DLC. It's a free DLC that you can just download. And so it's a very nice, very brief DLC. The director needs us to go get smelling salts from him. He is naked. Don't worry about it. He censored himself though, so he's
It's all good. Yeah.
We need you to head into that
although he's not completely naked, he has a tie on and a hat and his regular fit mostly. So yeah. But yeah, he needs to get his smelling salts for him. A little bit of a fun fact about this category is that it doesn't really exist. There is a speedrun.com page for Flavor Nexus, but it's just regular any percent, just getting to in and out of the store, getting the smelling salts, and then leaving. And the category is like a minute, 2 minutes long. But instead, I decided to make up this category where I looked at like every single interactable thing in this store, and I was just like, what can we do to make a special agent-esque kind of, you know, category where we interact with all the funny things in the run. So you saw us kill a woman with celery. You saw us have a watermelon graduation, and this is Bad Santa.
Yep. If you heard one of our hosts talk about Bad Santa being part of this before, well, you're about to see why. We're just smashing to get up this, you know, ice wall here with our nice little ice picks, and then who's gonna be behind here? What's he gonna do? Hi. Oh. Uh-oh. It's Bad Caveman Santa. And we're gonna get dragged away.
Drags you away, and we don't get revealed as to what happens, but all we do is
in suspense.
We wake up outside of the cooler, or outside of the freezer, with a bunch of Christmas gifts, too. Don't make sure to feed your... Don't feed your food past midnight, please. You can actually snowman here.
Sorry? Is Oz telling me to do something I forgot to do?
It's heating up.
No, I'm making it's a reference to Gremlins.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
So,
yeah, we're getting spontaneously combusted because we're on fire because we're so good at basketball. Then we're gonna go ahead and make a balloon animal.
Go back and keep spamming talking to the.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you do have to do that.
Strawberry jam. Boom,
there's a second part to this.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Self-immolation.
Yeah.
Self-immolation.
Holy smokes.
Perfect. There you go. That's it.
Hey.
Alright, there you go. Ooh, that's what it's like. There's an imposter among us. And a little bit of
go ahead and need this.
interview.
Well, it happens.
There you go.
Oh wait,
Alright.
don't it?
Help me.
We're gonna save this guy, and then we're just gonna.
Yay, thank you.
Yummy!
Don't forget to do your taxes.
And of course, we don't want to eat the burger. We want to do our taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Classic.
Grenade.
Lobster.
If you tap on the
There's just
glass,
stuff that happens
lobsters
one after
will
the other in
see
this category. It's great.
Beautiful. And now we get the smelling salts. That's the literally nothing that we do is relevant to the plot. The only thing that's relevant is the and so we're gonna go through. This is the continuation of what happened in the pizza demon coming to haunt us right here. And we get more Evil Dead 2. References. Groovy.
Yeah, so if you heard one of our esteemed hosts talking about a pizza demon, this is what that's all about. We're gonna go ahead and fight the pizza demon with a chainsaw. Your chainsaw doesn't scare me? Well, it should, because this is what's about to happen to you. Dead. That's a yummy pizza right there. I'd eat that.
It's a very on-point reference, too. It's like it happened in the movie. Look away for about 2 seconds here. 6 excruciating minutes later.
Yep. And gore coming up, yep.
He's fine. He's fine.
Don't worry, I'm gonna go back for the cake.
You gotta go to prison real quick.
You know, because, I don't know. What? Why are we not doing the trigger? Oh.
Are you looking all the way down?
Okay. I was trying to. I guess I wasn't completely. You have to do push-ups,
yeah.
and I suppose you have to look all the way down. And then here we go. We gotta bust ourselves out using the cake.
Do that.
This will take no time.
No time.
No time. No time at all. So this whole thing together has taken 5 years, and 26 hours.
Yeah. 5
It's
years,
fine.
1 day, and 2 hours.
That'll be 9,000 yen, sweetie.
9,000.
I can't believe LASS
yen.
let us do this.
I can't believe
Right?
people buy this crap.
And then for the last thing, which actually alt-tabbing works here too.
To the brink.
I think. Not. Yeah.
Takes all. I'm gonna bury you like
I'm
I
gonna
buried
bury you
my
like I buried my
previous
previous
four
4 managers.
Managers.
The audience is fired up.
So we're gonna have to defeat the man that we fought before, Psychomaniac, but he's in a hot dog thing. This is the thing that determines your time in this category the most, because it is pretty random where he goes. And how the physics kind of operate. You can, of course, get better, but it is still very difficult to get any kind of consistent time in this minigame. Especially because controlling your own thing is very difficult. I
Can
promise.
I just be real? I did not know you could crash into this one. I did not know that. I've never tried.
You didn't know that? Oh, wow.
No, I just never.
That's the category he made up.
I never tried that. I just never thought to do it.
Well, I did there because I had to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got it.
Sometimes you got it.
Chopper.
The main strat is to try and like push him into a corner like this and just keep like bashing him because anytime that you touch him, it's just gonna be another health point down. And so technically that minigame is required to beat the DLC because that's when this ramp appears. In any percent there is a small glitch that you can perform that skips the ramp and so you can skip the game. And so or skip that part. But I was just like, that's a fun minigame, so I wanted to include it in the run.
I don't know what.
And it
like
does take skill to get good at. It's an interesting one. So definitely something we want to be doing. And we take the smelling salts for our own health, and we wake up and we're in a sticky situation.
Yeah. We have a lot of people chasing us down. You don't have to.
So we're looking for the right thing to use, and we have quite a lot of things in our glove box that are not being very helpful towards us. So all we have to do is mash through all of these things, and then that's going to be time. As soon as we are done with all of the stuff in this box here. So that includes, of course, the credits.
You don't have to look at the glove box, by the way. The game will just keep putting things in your hand.
So true.
Yeah. I like to look around and just I like to actually try and throw things at the police because even the credits and everything else that isn't like a weapon will cause them to crash.
You can't even look behind us.
There we go.
And yep, there we go, and that's time. GG. Thank you all so much for donating to that for some more Jazzpunk silliness. I love the Flavor Nexus DLC. It is just a treat. And yeah, we've never shown it off on a marathon before, so that was really exciting and fun. So thank you all so much for being here. I already did my shoutouts before, but just one more time. I'm at SatanHerself on Twitch if you'd like to follow me and see me do this, as well as all sorts of other games, mostly PopCap and Fair, but other things too. And thank you so much for being on my couch, Oz. We're gonna go ahead and let y'all get to Tamashii, game all about Satanism. So if you like that, please stick around. Do not go anywhere. See you later. Bye.
Thank you so much, Satan, for that world premiere run of the DLC of Jazzpunk. That was certainly a game I wasn't expecting as someone going in, not knowing anything about it, but absolutely hilarious, really fun game, and as they mentioned, not super expensive since it's a 2010s indie game, so pick that one up if you're interested in seeing the rest of that, or any of the jokes within that. And also thank you again to everyone who donated to make that DLC incentive possible, and who donated towards that bid war, where we did get to see them crocify a director. All of those donations go to care, and we are so happy that we are here helping. Alright everyone, we are coming up on our final showcase of Lady Arcaders After Dark tonight, with some fun showcases of horror and horror-adjacent games that you probably wouldn't normally see during a marathon or showcase event. Tamashii coming up next is especially one of those games. They'll definitely talk about it as the run starts, but as Satan herself mentioned, there's a lot of mentions of Satanism, a lot of really interesting stuff in that game, and themes that we're really happy to be able to show off because it's so unique in a setting like this. So Thanks everyone for sticking around pretty late into the night, and keep sticking around. We're going to take a really, really short break, but then we'll be right back with the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase, benefiting Care.